now we have another interesting question, a very general question. How easy or difficult is it for a South Indian specifically to adapt to the weather out there in Canada, any part of Canada for that matter?
It doesn't take much. It just means you need to buy a big jacket to keep yourself warm and some mittens and a hat. But usually, after a week of colder weather, you're used to it, and it's exciting. It's a new opportunity, experiencing a new thing. For many of our international students, it's the first time they get to interact and play in the snow, which is fun. I am looking out my window and we have mounds about 4 feet high of just snow on each side of the road. So it's an exciting opportunity to be able to be in the snow and to get used to what life is like in a new culture, in a new country. Really, that's what you're doing when you're becoming an international student. You're accepting that you're going to learn new things and have new experiences, and that's what it's like. When you come to Canada, you get to experience the cold weather, play in the snow, and enjoy a Canadian winter. Even if it's just for 1 or 2 or 4 winters before you go back home, or if it's something you fall in love with and you create a life in Canada, we enjoy our winters here. There's lots to do outside, even though it's cold.
Going to be quite an experience for people from the subcontinent in general to experience white Christmas. We most of us have only hot Christmas out here, just for the barring a few regions in India that do experience cold weather and snow. This year, snow it has been snowing in the northern parts of the country, the subcontinent, I should say. So now, yeah, we'll move on to another question. What is the class size? I think Tyler has already answered this question, but if you could answer it once again.
Yeah. Our average class size is around 19 students. In our graduate programs, we have capacities of 30 students. So you're never going to be in a classroom with more than 30 students. And the reason we do this is because when you're in the graduate level, you're not only learning from your professors, but you're learning from each other. And we really want to maintain a small class size so that students can dialogue with one another in class. They can learn from one another and the professors. So we make sure to put a cap. You'll never be in a graduate program of more than 30 students, and most of our classes average around 19 students.
And there's another question that asks, and this person asks, are there any Indian faculty at Crandall? And would it be, would you have an Indian welcome group, so to say, that will initially take care of the onboarding process of all the candidates flowing in from the subcontinent, if not just India?
Yeah, so we have, I believe we have 2 full-time faculty from India. We might have some other part-time faculty as well. We do have a number of individuals who are from India who attend Crandall. We have a student association that has a president who's from India. We really ensure that our Indian students are getting a good welcome and have an opportunity to get to know one another. And what we found is that a lot of our upper levels, so our second year or third year or fourth year Indian students, really get excited when new Indian students are coming to Crandall. So they're able to form those relationships and connect with upper level classmen to be able to have a good experience and to sort of learn about Crandall because it is a new place. So they have somebody to show them around Crandall and around the city. We also have a very, it's not intense, it's fun, but a very long orientation for our international students. So it's about a 4-day orientation for international students to be able to interact with one another, get to know their classmates, their upper classmates, and get comfortable in our university, but also in our city. So we have a number of opportunities for students to come in and get a slower start and be able to learn a lot about our province, our city, and our university. So that's unique to international students. They have their own orientation to make sure they're settling well in our city.
Another reassuring point.
I'm just
Most
adding
of,
Yeah,
here
yes,
gotcha.
please.
that for the international students coming from India, especially, we do have a pre-orientation session, pre-departure. So any student before coming to campus, joining Tyler and team there, they know them beforehand, and along with their family, their friends, their agent relations, they can contact, they can come along. And pre-pandemic, it was a time that we actually met each other, and we had a beautiful lunch with them. We talked about the possibilities of upcoming jobs and the housing options, everything. Right now, since 2 years, what we are doing, we are everything conducting on the Zoom. So, but it is still there, and we do provide before departuring, give them all the handouts and all the details.
Yeah, Zoom meetings in a way that do make the interaction more personal because the candidate can sit in the comfort of his own known space and interact with new people, right? And I'm sure everybody does go through this kind of nervous experience before heading to a new place. And extending the previous question, we have another interesting query. Can our parents stay with us during short visits? Now, yeah, I'll put it in context here because to most people heading out for higher education to the Western Hemisphere, the exposure of a Western Hemisphere country, especially the United States or Canada, is only through Hollywood. So, in that context, there's a cultural difference, and this person would like to know: is it do parents usually visit their children when they are in the university? And is it possible for these parents to stay with us? And
I'll add to that, I guess. If a student is living on campus, if they're taking advantage of our on-campus opportunity, the living arrangement wouldn't allow for parents to stay with them there. But if they're off campus, there's usually opportunities for students to host their parents or welcome their parents. We have many parents who come for graduation or maybe come throughout the educational journey, but not all parents come and visit their children while they're studying. One thing I would mention is somebody in immigration may be able to answer this better, but we do provide students with a letter of enrollment that shows that students are studying at Crandall, and that usually supports the parents' visa to come to Canada. Uh, but yeah, that's always an opportunity is to have your parents come and visit you while you're studying, especially for students who are taking a 4-year undergraduate degree. 4 years is sometimes a little long to be away from home or to be away from parents. So that's always a great opportunity to have somebody come and visit you while you're studying.
fair enough. We do have a similar situation out here in the country. Yeah, off-campus accommodation, parents, cousins, whoever can come and stay with us. But yeah, when in campus, we do have to follow rules and regulations, and I guess they're almost similar wherever we are in the world. Yeah. Now, there's another question specific. I think Pinky can take this up. Um, if a student visa is rejected, what is usually the reason, or what are usually the reasons on which somebody can have their visa rejected?
Thank you. Usually in the mail, they will specifically give the reasons. In a days, we nowadays we are seeing like a statement of purpose. There is some mistakes. They should clearly mention the purpose. What is the point they are going to study? Why they are studying? Choose Canada. Why they choose this university or college specifically? And some other is financial reasons, maybe some other will have the documents that they produce. And also they have some, if the students apply for spouse, also some got the visa rejections. So if they got any visa rejections, we have the solution, we are taking that case. KT Edurite is also taking that case. we can reapply for the visa to understand what the reason, and we can reapply for the visa. Definitely.
Yeah, that sounds promising. So it's important for students applying abroad to get all their documentation right, to understand the process thoroughly before they can get in, because it is a disappointment to have your visa rejected. And we have people to help you out. That's the whole point of this session. To let you know that there have been people before you who've been there, and you can always find support and help groups online. You have people to help you out, but make sure that you have all your documentation right. And yeah, we are getting in a lot of interesting questions, so it seems to be a good hit with the attendees. This one, Indians, the subcontinent in general, love cricket. So, do you play cricket in Moncton? Will we get an opportunity to play cricket out there?
Yeah, for sure. So we have a cricket league in our province, in our region, and we also have some intramurals cricket games that happen. Usually through the winter in our gymnasium, they take advantage, and then in the summer, they play outdoor. The cricket league, the last time they were running was at the beginning of COVID. They were still able to play, and the Moncton team won. So every city in our region has a team, and they play each other. And on that team, we had 3 or 4 different Crandall students. So whether you're more of a casual cricket player and you just want to play for fun, you have those opportunities. But if you're a competitive cricket player, you can definitely join the league and take advantage of that as well.
So that answers it well, doesn't it? Come rain or snow, you can still go ahead with your cricket. Yes.
For sure.
And along with the cricket, we have soccer, volleyball, basketball, cross country for the female and male, both the categories. So
Quite a lot of extracurricular activities to keep
yes.
your spirits up while you continue your educational journey, right? Um, yeah, we have one more question. We still have some time, so I think we can take this. In case of visa refusal for any reason, what is the tuition fee refund policy if I pay upfront? Yeah, so what would the India office recommend?
So I'm taking this. So if the student is asking for refund due to the refusal or the withdrawal, any of the reasons, we always request the student to please provide the refusal or the withdrawal letter from the embassy to get back to them. Along with the refund form we have, and it's 100% tuition fee refund based on the exchange rate.
So yeah, that's good. And just a couple of more questions, I think, before we wrap up for the evening. Yeah, I have another question that I've jotted down myself, and yeah. Usually, are there any personal interviews that candidates will have to go through before they are admitted into a university in Canada, be it Crandall or anywhere else? And if there are, would it be possible for these candidates to also gain a kind of an experience or be coached through the interview process?
So I'm taking this again. From the university perspective, we have our admissions criteria already set. We have our academic standings. So for the bachelor's and the master's program, for such of the cases, yes, we did before do the interviews along with the candidates. But as of now, we are not taking any of the interviews based on their academics and their IELTS, their any English proficiency test scores. We accept the applications and we get back. And Crandall offers return offer letter is within 24 hours. So we have a turnaround time that we have to get back to them. If the profile is eligible, then definitely we provide them a conditional offer letter. And if it is not, then we ask for the more documents, or we apologize that we are not accepting for such and such reasons.
That's prompt and highly commendable. Yes. So before we wrap up, Krati, could you run through any general information that you would want to share with the subcontinent students, India specific, as well as students from around India who would want to apply to Cranley?
Yes. So I would like to address all of my viewers and listeners here that, as I mentioned you before, that Crandall is uh, completely open for September 2022 intake for the Master of Management and all the bachelor's program till 28th of February and 28th of March for the bachelor's program. Do submit your applications, raise your queries. We are available here at india@crandall2.ca. And if you are looking for any kind of a personal assistance or any kind of a one-on-one session directly with the university staff, India team, please do let us know, and then we will dare to take care of your worries and your concerns. Also, Crandall University is based in city of Mountain. The city of Mountain is full of the opportunities, also the multi-cuisine restaurants, multi cross country behavior lovers, and the immense opportunities for growing your career opportunities, your education, and of course, looking your life at a king size. So I would just like to thank you again, Team Resorcio, my colleague, and each and every panelist here.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you, Tyler. Thank you, Krati. Thank you, Pinky. This was quite a participatory and informative session that we've had. It's also great that this is the first that Resorcio is rolling out, and we do plan to have many more sessions. And this was quite a good kickoff, I must say. And since we're coming to a close to the promised time, I'd formally like to thank you all for running us through all that you all have to offer, the process, the procedure, and the the pull points, if I can say that, of what Canada has to offer. So, Resorcio team, the entire Resorcio team is thankful for your presence and the valuable insights that you've had to give us. Quite a motivating experience, I must say, for all the attendees as well. And dear attendees, please do remember that you can reach out to us at contact@resorcio with all queries, further queries. We will redirect them to the panelists and make sure that they get back to you with their answers. And yes, of course, apart from this session, we also have quite a lot of resources specially made for those who are keen on studying abroad and in Canada specific. You can come across all those on our website, resorcio.com. And not just these, we have tons and tons of other general information about courses abroad, tourism, travel, and food, cuisine, culture, whatever it is that you would like to see under the sun, we are trying to provide that to you all. And today has been a special day for all of us. So thank you very much. Remember, Resorcio is there to cover your back. So yeah, www.resorcio.com. Keep an eye out on that site for more such informative summits. Thank you all. Thank you. Have a great day.
Signing off.